Hi, guys. So, as we are learning about the sun, um, there's some big vocabulary words involved with the layers of the sun. So, I think it's beneficial to practice how to pronounce these layers and take a look at this model in front of you. Okay. So, we can't actually go to the sun and explore what the sun looks like, way too hot. So, this is a model. Okay. So, think about this as bowls that are going inside each other. Okay. So, starting with the center of the sun, okay, we have a core. Okay. So, that's right in the middle. Then the bowl underneath, okay, so that means it's outside the core. So the layer right outside the core is pronounced radiative zone. Say that out loud. Radiative zone. So that is the layer right outside the center of the core. Following the radiative zone is convection zone. Convection zone. So core, radiative zone, convection zone. Okay. Now we're getting farther out here in the sun, and this is called the photosphere. So far, core, radiative zone is our next layer, convection zone, photosphere. Big words, huh? Outside the photosphere, let's look at the next layer. It's pronounced chromosphere. Chromosphere. Then way outside, if you notice, okay, it's kind of like, I tell kids every year, it's kind of like a halo. Okay, if you know what a halo is on an angel, it's kind of like the outer rings that you see. It's called the corona, and that's the source of light and heat that we can see. Okay, so I'm going to show a different model that I know is in your science book. Okay, so we've got the center of Earth is the sun. Okay, follow the next layer. So here's the core. So now we're going to look at this layer. Right outside the core where my mouse is. The layer outside the core, this is inside the sun, is pronounced, follow that line, radiative zone. Still on the inside, the next layer is called convection zone. Okay? Then as we move outside the sun, okay, the next layer that you can see is right here, called the corona. Corona. And then we have a thin layer in between called the photosphere and the chromosphere. Okay. So you looked up some vocabulary words the other day: prominence, solar flare, and some sunspots are kind of like what I say, like birthmarks on you, on your skin. They're little spots that the sun has. Okay. So the prominence, the sunspot, these are all part of the outside of the sun, okay, that we can see. This radiative zone, convection zone, that's all on the inside of the sun. We obviously can't see that visibly with our eyes. But I do want you guys to understand it is important to know these terms, and it's important that you understand what layers are on the inside of the sun. That's our radiative zone. That's our convection zone, and that's our core. Then the sun also has some parts to it on the outside of the sun that are visible, that we can see from a distance. And that's our sunspots, that is our prominence, and solar flare. So you should have seen a nice little video of the sun in action and moving. You can visibly see in that video some solar flares, prominence, which are like rings of fire. Okay. So hopefully this helps you understand the sun is layers on the inside and on the outside. Okay. So kind of start practicing. You got the core, and I always like referring to this model like a bowl. Then after the core, our radiative zone, convection zone. Still on the inside is our photosphere, chromosphere. Then we start going on the